Hi there, in today's video, we are gonna learn HCF, highest common factor, and LCM, lowest common multiple. But before that, let's learn prime numbers, composite numbers, and prime factorization. Prime numbers. A prime number is a natural number greater than one that can only be divided by 1 and itself. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17. If you divide all these numbers, you will see that you can only divide by 1 and the number itself. Moreover, if you have already noticed, 2 is the only even prime number because all other even numbers can be divided by 2. Composite numbers. A composite number is a natural number greater than one that has more than 2 divisors. This means apart from getting divided by 1 and itself, it can also be divided by at least one number. For example, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12. All these numbers can be divided by 1 and itself, and other than these numbers. Let's check for example, 10. The number 10 can be divided by 1, 2, 5, and 10. It has more than 2 divisors. So it is a composite number, prime factorization. Prime factorization is a method to find the prime factors of a composite number. Let's show this on an example. What is the prime factorization of 72? So this is how we do. We divide 70 by the smallest prime number, which is 2. So 72 divided by 2 is 36. We keep dividing the number by the smallest prime number. Again, we divide 36 by 2, which will be 18. Then 18 divided by 2 is 9. Now we divide 9, since we cannot divide 9 by 2. The next smallest prime number is 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. Then 3 divided by 3 is 1. The prime factors of 72 are 2, 2, 2, 3, and 3. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. This means 2 to the third power times 3 to the second power. Well, from this we understand that we need to divide a composite number by the smallest prime number until it becomes 1 to find the prime factors. Now, let's move to the highest common factor HCF. The highest common factor HCF of 2 or more numbers is the largest number that divides all of them without leaving a remainder. It is also known as the greatest common divisor GCD. For example, let's find the HCF of 24 and 16. We can solve this with 2 ways. One way to do this is finding the prime factors of each number. So let's find the prime factors of 24. Start dividing with the smallest prime number, which is 2. So 24 divided by 2 is 12. Then 12 divided by 2 is 6, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now 3 divide 3 is 1. The prime factors of 24 is 2 to the third power times 3. Now, let's find the prime factors of 16. Well, 16 divided by 2 is 8, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. Then 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So the prime factors of 16 is 2 to the fourth power. Now, we write the prime factors of both numbers under each other. To find the HCF, we have to identify the common factors and select that factor with the lowest power. So the common factor of these 2 numbers is 2, and 2 to the third power is the number that has the lowest power. The reason why we choose the smallest power is because only the 2 is common in both of these numbers. So the HCF of 24 and 16 is 2 to the third power, which is 8. Let's do the same example with a different way. In this way, we divide both of the numbers at the same time by the smallest prime number. If the smallest prime number can divide both numbers, then we should mark or circle the divisor prime number. Let's divide both numbers by 2. So 24 divided by 2 is 12, and 16 divided by 2 is 8. Since both number can be divided by 2, we mark the number 2. Now, again, let's divide. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. Again, we mark the number 2 because it can divide both numbers. Now, 6 divided by 2 is 3. And for divided by 2 is 2. Mark the number 2. Here we cannot divide 3 by 2. So we just leave it and divide 2 by 2, which is 1. Now we divide 3 by 3, which is 1. So the HCF is the numbers we marked, and we multiply all these marked numbers. 2 times 2 times 2, which is 2 to the third power. So the HCF is 8. Now let's move to the lowest common multiple LCM. The lowest common multiple LCM of 2 or more numbers is the smallest number that is a multiple of all of them. For example, what is the LCM of 21, 18, and 12? We write all the number and divide from the smallest prime number. Let's divide the numbers by 2. Since we cannot divide 21 by 2, we just leave it. So 18 divided by 2 is 9, and 12 divided 2 is 6. We cannot divide 21 and 9 by 2, so we divide 6 by 2, which is 3. Now, we know that none of these numbers can be divided by 2, so the next smallest prime number is 3. Well, 21 divided by 3 is 7, 9 divided by 3 is 3, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. Then 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 7 divided by 7 is 1. The LCM is the multiplication of all these prime factors. 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 7. This is 2 to the second power times 3 to the second power times 7. You can just leave it like this or multiply it. When we multiply these numbers, it will be 252. Sometimes the numbers are big and we don't multiply them. That's all we have for today. So we learned prime numbers, composite numbers, prime factorization, HCF, and LCM. Thanks for watching and see you next time.